Hello YouTube, this is the CrustyHouse here, and today I'll be giving you some ZVP on Shattered Temple. I totally forgot the name already. Sorry about that, but this is a pretty average map, so mostly you probably know this already. So we did spawn on cross sides. I'm gonna fast forward the beginning as usual, just because I find it pretty boring to talk about nothing in the beginning, but he did some interesting things here. So I do want to point out some small things early on. I just want to fast forward a little bit until I get my cooldown. So he is on the opposite side by air. So this is very good. This is a very good spawn to harass with. He did go for a early wall off with the forge, actually late, but he had these two gateways, so he walled off pretty well. So I wanna play this at faster times 2 now, because honestly I want to show you guys this 3 zealot push actually actually did very well. I mean, if you want to talk about timing pushes, I mean, a 3 zealot push, it might not seem like a lot, but if you see a Zerg fast expand, like as you can see, I'm actually making spines here. The spines do not get there in time if you do a small push with the zealot. So the small 3 zealot push at about 5 minutes when you see a Zerg fast expand is actually very strong. Well, at least in this game it was. I mean, I've never really played. This is the first time in like 10 Protossers that have ever done this to me, and it's actually very strong. I mean, I actually lose this hatchery, even though I do spawn lanes. I don't have enough time to destroy this. And anyways, those zealots could definitely take on these amount of lanes. They do focus fire because I don't think he minded that he was gonna lose those zealots, because he did wall off here with 2 cannons. So he did take out that expansion, so that did put me at a disadvantage, and I am supply blocked actually here, which I don't know why. I think the photon cannon killed that killed my overlord, or I don't know why, but I got supply blocked. I do make an overlord now, and he is ahead of workers at this point. He is mining off of 2 gas though, so I do have a mineral boost. Gonna fast forward again. He's getting +1. He still is making zealots, which is still strong because he walls off here with the 2 cannons with the range, and if that zealot dies, he just walks in with another zealot. So I did put my expansion back up. He still is ahead by 1 drone, but the thing is here, right now I'm at a disadvantage due to the early push that he destroyed my hatchery. So we are closer in drones, and he does send a probe to scout. But at this point, I know that there's this long part that usually a lot of Protosses do not check, and to every race, please always check this spot. Have like an overlord or like a pylon or supply depot there, because I am trying to do a Nidus network, as you can see here. I do try tinnitus because I'm behind and I need to do something to catch up. I mean, I do have more harvesters at this point, just because he did use up a lot of minerals in these cannons and these 2 gateways to wall off. But I do have a small amount of links, but the point is, it isn't supposed to kill everything, but it is supposed to do a decent amount of damage. And if you see the harvester tab, just watch after all these links get in. I mean, he does notice this, so he does warp in here, but I do focus straight onto the probes, and I don't worry about the Nidus dying, because I can just keep running around while I build another one. So I did kill about let me get to the workers lost tab. How do I go to the workers lost tab? I am actually gonna look that up one day. So anyways, he was at an advantage in harvesters, and I killed about half of his harvesters. So I will so that did do great damage. He does have an expansion here, so he did move all his workers here, and although it didn't, I did do a lot of damage. I am very happy with that. But so yeah, after that, like, you don't need to muster up an army to try to kill him. That was just a point where I could kind of come back into the game, and I do have a lot more workers now. And I overbuilt on spawn crawlers greatly, because I did think he was gonna push because during I think in game I think I killed a lot more probes than 15, but so I did think he was gonna do some type of like all in. So I did overreact on the spine crawlers. I mean, I could just spawn a shitload of lings instead of that, but I do get a spire here because um just because of the short air distance, I can get into the base really quick. And yeah, so I do have a harvester lead right now by 15. He did have a hallucination, which I think is a great scouting tool for Protoss. I mean, it even could make them try to go anti-air just because if they don't know that it's hallucinated, then it is very good. And since the Phoenix is very quick, it'll give you information very quick. Like as you can see, he does see I have a spy here. So if you were a Protoss, you could have built maybe one cannon here and just put a bunch of stalkers here, because I don't think there's any way I'm gonna try to get into this soon with just lings. So I am gonna fast forward just a little bit, just so you can see how I play. I mean, at this point, I am ahead, plus because I do have the confidence to join up more, just because I have spy and crawlers. I mean, if you're Zerg, like, you don't need to be super greedy with workers just because you know you need a better economy. I mean, it's better to have some strong type of defense like every other race does with like cannons and turrets and stuff, and it does help. I mean, like it's better to like be a little bit closer into the game and somehow win than just straight up lose just because you got greedy with being lazy to make any defense. And my upgrades have finished. I am on 1-1 with my lings. I definitely could have gone that earlier, especially I do like to get my upgraded lings earlier because I do love Zerglings. My Mutalisk I usually don't get upgrades on because you'll see later on in this video why. And did someone just open my door? Yeah. So I'm at 42 harvesters. I did want to get to at least 50, but I guess like since that early base thing ruined, like it kind of put me off a bit. But I'm getting the gold here, and I did make more Mutalisk. I mean, I was really concentrating on harassment, but I think I really don't like going over 20 Mutalisk when I try to harass. So yeah. So at this point, I'm trying to go for Hive Tech. Oh, I did get upgrades. I did get attack 1. So for some reason, but so I am going for Hive Tech. I am upgrading attacking the what's it called? Carapace. Yeah, pretty much armor on the lings, so they do get a lot stronger. I am scouting pretty much. I have him in a contain that he has to like split up his forces. As you can see, he did build 2 cannons. He put stalkers here, put stalkers there, and although he does have it so that I can't really harass, I still can always hit here and here, pretty much this side, this whole side. So I do have him in a contain, and at this point, if you're a Protoss, I always emphasize getting High Templar and Archons, just because I mean these Phoenix at this point aren't gonna really help him. I mean, I always stop meter production at when I get Hive Tech. And do you see it yet? Oh, actually no, you do not see it yet. I do build more spine crawlers here just for some more static. I should be moving these over here, but I don't think I do. He's going for his third. I mean, we are pretty even at this point. I'm kind of angry that my harvest is kind of solo. I should be at least like at 60 to 65 harvesters right now, but I do go for another expansion. I am mainly right now. I'm just getting expansions just to get the gas because wow, I still don't have it. Okay, pretty bored. Basically I'm gonna go Ultralisk at this point because there you can see it. Ling Ultra is ridiculous against stalkers. I mean, even against the zealots, like the splash damage from Ultralisk are just very strong, and it makes all these sentries useless because Ultralisk break the force fields due to their massive size. And yeah, so basically I know what he's going. He's going on Phoenix, Stalker, pretty much gateway units. And that is a pretty good combination, but he didn't know I was going Ultra, so it makes his Phoenix useless. I mean, unless like he pretty much just wants to lift up 1-0 at a time. But I didn't really care about my Mutalisk at this point, and I am trying to make a push now. I do see his forces due to my creep, and I did have pretty good creeps, right? I mean, I did stop a little bit here mid game, but I did pretty much make a line to his base, and I do have a lead. I mean, all these Ultralists right now are at 3-3, and as you can see, my Ultras did get jammed. I did have a missed micro there, but then I do put them in the front. And it doesn't really matter that this is a choke point because Ultras just have so much fast damage that it will kill it. And yeah, I did leave these 3 for some reason, but so I did come in. I mean, at this point, I just have more links streaming in, and I could even just drone up like crazy or hit this base because I pretty much destroyed the structures, and he's making Void Rays now, which is a very good counter, but then at this point I can make Mass Mutalisk. And yeah, so basically I had him in a contain. I am on 4 base right now, and my harvest got worse. Yeah, at this point I should be droning up like crazy because I do have the chance, but at this point I think I had to go somewhere during this game. That's why I attacked so early, because I usually like to choke out my opponents, but I did I think I had to go. My sister was calling me for something, or was it CrustyHouse calling me for Skype? I think we had to do 2v2 or something, but I did split up my forces here and attack this, and at this point you really can't do anything. I mean, he has let's check out these tab 2 Void Rays and 11 Phoenixes, and versus my 9 Zealotnick. And I actually I really had to go at this point, so I didn't really care what I was doing, so I was just making spores. Where are those spores? Where are those spores? I really should slow down on crucial battles. I mean, that does make it less exciting. I'm gonna start slowing down. I was on faster by 4, or faster by 2. Yeah. So he does kill all my stuff. So, yeah, but I am killing his buildings. But he does leave. As you can see, he does leave. There is no way he can win. I just put crap load of spores. Well, 2 here, and yeah, so he does leave. I mean, I'm gonna fast forward this. I do see his 2 pylons. There's 3 pylons actually there, and he's gonna leave. So oh yeah, he does leave right before I kill the last pylon. So that was the game. I mean, basic Zerg contain, and Protoss is not really need to start getting into like high Templar tech and like Dark Temple harass. I mean, even though this is good for mutas. I mean, Warp Prism harass here would be great. I mean, here. I mean, he could even warp in a shitload here at multiple times, and it will piss Zergs off. He did go Void Rays. I mean, if he went Void Rays instead of Phoenixes, then I think that would have been great, because I do think gateway units plus Void Rays are very strong. I mean, it forces you to because you can't really get mass Mutalisk because the Stalkers and Voiders will kill them, especially when the Void Rays are charged, and it does force them to go to Roach Hydra, which isn't that amazing because you can force field, and also like you can just get 1 Robo and just start turning out Colossus at that point. So you can go like Colossi Void Ray, which is very, very, very strong. So yeah, I guess that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, rate, and comment. Bye.